Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an almost full face of Catrice makeup. And I am so excited to say that Loblaws here in Ontario is now carrying almost the entire Catrice line of makeup, which is so exciting. I have been fortunate enough to get my hands on a few products from Catrice, so I'm going to be putting all of those to the test here with some first impressions and anything that I was not able to pick up from Catrice, because as affordable as this line is, it does add up once you start buying a bunch of things. So I am going to try and supplement with other drugstore products that are relatively new for me, like this little Maybelline brow pencil right here, which I've actually been really excited to try out. So if you're interested in seeing how all of this kind of comes together at the end of the day, make sure you keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Yeah, I know, I gotta work on that intro. Alrighty, so first thing is first, I am actually going to pull back my hair so it is out of my face and that I don't get foundation all over it, you know what I mean? And I'm also going to zoom you in because you probably want to see what's going on my face. I know Catrice isn't known for its wide shade range. They all come in this type of shade right here, which is certainly on the light to fair side. And I also didn't see the HD foundation, which is really what I wanted to get my hands on, because apparently that is an exact dupe of the Fenty foundation from Rihanna's line. So instead we're gonna have to settle for this foundation right here, which is the All Matte Plus Shine Control Makeup. It is supposed to be mattifying, long-lasting, and oil-free. I got mine in the shade Vanilla Beige. This is supposed to be 18 hours worth of wear, which is crazy. Like, how are they making these foundations last as long as they do? What sort of science is going into this? Oh, this pump is gnarly. Do you guys see this? There we go. Yeah. So the foundation is thick, just the way I like it. I'm gonna go in using my regular beauty blender, and of course I forgot to prime again. I swear I know this step and I do it in my regular routine. I don't know what happens to me when I'm filming. It's like I forget everything that I know about makeup. I'm just using my CoverGirl primer. I am still loving this stuff. I think it is fantastic, super affordable, and honestly, next to my L'Oreal Matte Lock Primer, I think this is one of the best primers for oily skin out there. It is wonderful. And now we can go in with the foundation and see how that looks. What do you guys think of the shade? Might actually be a pretty good color for me. The foundation went on seamlessly. I love how it blended out. I did build it up along my cheeks and I could definitely see the full coverage coming through. It does have a nice satin matte finish, and I say satin matte because I do still see some of my, I guess, oils and dewiness kind of peeking through, but I ain't mad at it. I think it does look really, really nice so far, and it feels very velvety on my skin. Now I'm gonna go in with my liquid camouflage high coverage concealer. It is supposed to be waterproof. I do have mine in the shade Porcelain, which is quite light, but I do want to add a little bit of brightness underneath my eyes because I haven't been sleeping phenomenally lately. A few days ago, our air conditioning clocked out, like it just stopped working, and it was just regular air blowing in from the outside. Thank goodness it wasn't 41 degrees or anything. It was actually a lot cooler and there was a bit of a breeze outside, so we were able to open up the windows and not feel just like blah. I don't know how else to describe it, like melted plastic essentially. We had to call in a repair person to come and fix it. Thankfully they came in pretty quickly and it was an easy fix. So lo and behold, our air conditioner is working again. Thank you, baby Jesus. Last night was actually one of the first nights where I was able to sleep comfortably. To powder everything down, I'm going to be using this Catrice powder right here. It's called the Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. It's supposed to be a waterproof and a translucent color. So I'm just going to use this Wayne Goss brush right here to go in underneath my eyes first. I'm just going to press this in. Y'all know how much I love using a loose powder underneath my eyes, but I couldn't find the shade that I wanted at the Catrice gondola in the grocery store. So unfortunately, I have to stick with this for now. I don't know if that's an unfortunate thing, but you know what I mean. Woo! That powder is nice and silky. It also went on really, really well, which I enjoy. I'm now gonna take my big fluffy It Cosmetics brush, and using the same powder, I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. Now I'm gonna go in and do my brows, and since I don't have a brow product from Catrice, I am just gonna use this new Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. I feel like this is going to be really similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, which is one of the reasons why I'm so excited to try it out. I like the packaging. It does look like the Anastasia Brow Definer. Oh, whoa, check it out. The tip actually looks like a bit of a diamond. This is unlike any tip I've ever seen before, and I'm not quite sure why it's a diamond. That's not really gonna help me do my brows very much, I don't think, but whatever, we're gonna roll with it for now. It does have this little mini spoolie on the other end, which, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go in with this. I do have the shade Soft Brown. I also have Medium Brown, but I think that might actually be just a smidge too dark. So we're just gonna use this one instead. It is quite pigmented and it's going on really nicely, especially on the top. I actually don't mind the spoolie. I find it helps give you a little bit of precision when you're combing through your brows. It's not too bad. All right. Brow number one is on. I'm gonna do the other one off camera and I'll be right back. Brows are done, and I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this. I actually like the spoolie more than I thought I would, but the diamond shape of this actual pen or product, it really throws me off. I don't feel like I can get really precise brow hairs with it, which is what I expect when I use a pencil. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more, but brows are on. This one certainly looks a lot funkier than this one does, but we're gonna roll with it and pretend that never happened. I'm moving on to eyeshadow now, and I have these two eyeshadows from Catrice. They're the Liquid Metal eyeshadows, and I have had my eyes on these for such a long time, and I kept them in my cart on the Ulta website, but unfortunately I just couldn't bring myself to hit yes, especially when they were priced at $7.99, I think, give or take, on the website. Then I would have to pay shipping, customs, duties, taxes, all of that mumbo jumbo, so they would cost me too much money to have sent to Canada. So of course when I saw them, I bought them right away. There weren't that many eyeshadows available, so these are the only ones I got as a nice accent. There were a few mattes that came in a small palette, but I didn't pick that up because I already have so many matte shadows. So today what I'm gonna do is actually use a palette that I don't think I've dug into for a long time. It's from Makeup Revolution. This is the palette called Affirmation, and it's got all of these beautiful matte colors in here. You've got some nice shimmers as well, but of course I'm just gonna focus on using those matte shadows today to get into my crease so I can wear, I I think this one right here, the silver color. So I'm just gonna use a bone colored shadow for the moment to highlight underneath my brow bone. I'm gonna use a slightly deeper tone to sort of put all over my lid and my crease, so it'll help with the blending of other shadows. I'm now gonna go in with this taupey color down here. I clean up the edges using my fingers because I'm ratchet like that. And now I'm just gonna go to the color next door and deepen this up just a little bit more. The silver is gonna pop so nicely with that. I'm now gonna go in with this detail brush right here and into this black color in the corner. I'm gonna take just a little bit and very gently apply this to my outer corner. We want a little bit of depth, but we don't want to look like we were punched in the eye. Now we are gonna go in with the liquid metal eyeshadow. I love how this looks. It's got such a cool print on it. I think I am gonna wet my brush before I apply this shadow here, just so I make sure I don't get any fallout and so that the full metallicness, I think that's a word, of the shadow actually comes out onto my eyes. So I'm gonna use some of my Milani setting spray because my MAC Fix Plus is not drugstore appropriate. I'm still getting fallout, but I think it's definitely going on much better this way than it would have dry. Normally I jump for more joy. I actually felt like this was gonna be a little more metallic than what I'm seeing on my lids right now. This feels a lot more powdery. It also feels grittier as well. So I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed. This is about as nice as I can get the shadow to look at the moment. Now I have this Catrice liquid metal gel eye pencil, which is really, really nice. Woo! Crumbly, but nice. The tip just broke off. It goes on really, really buttery and smoothly. I'm not sure though if this green is really gonna work with the eye look we've got going on, but I guess I'm gonna try it, and if it screws up, it screws up. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna line the eyes using this nub right now. Ooh, we're going for a thick ass line. I don't think it looks awful. From far away you can't tell that it is more of a greeny brown color, but from up close you can certainly see that it does not go with the look. It was smooth and it did glide onto my eyes without any tugging. Normally I do have to pull my eyes taut in order to get a nice clean line, but in this case I did not have to do that, even though I did go a little bit thicker, but that was also in large part to the tip of the pencil actually breaking off, and I had more of a flat top pencil to work with. So yeah, this is what I ended up getting. It does say that it is smudge proof, and I've had this on my hand for a couple of minutes now. I don't believe it is smudge proof because yeah, that happened. I don't have a new mascara to try out from Catrice, so I'm just gonna be using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I have two lip products here from Catrice. One is a bullet lipstick, and this is in the shade Plum Fiction, and it looks really, really pretty. This color is certainly up my alley. Oh, and it is a nice cream formula. This color will certainly not work with the look I've got going on right now. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put that aside for now, and I'm gonna have to run with this, even though I know this isn't also gonna work. This is the Shine Appeal Fluid Lipstick. It's called Nutritious, which I think is clever. A little doe foot applicator, and it certainly feels more like a gloss than it does a lipstick, but maybe this is gonna be sheer enough that it's not gonna cause too much disruption on my face, because my eyes are certainly the highlight at the moment. And I forgot, I still need bronzer and blush. Hold tight. Wow, this color actually looks really, really good on the lips. It's definitely more on the nude side with a slight metallic flare with all of the glitter that's injected into it. I love how hydrating this feels on the lips. I also really like the way it looks. It actually reminds me a lot of the NARS Orgasm color. I'm gonna use this illuminating blush in the color called Coral Me Maybe. Coral Me Maybe. It's cute. I believe this one does have a bit of a sheen to it because I can see some glitter popping off. Taking some blush onto my brush. Whew. The girl is a pigmented. Oh Lord. I'm now gonna go in with this highlighting powder right here. It's called Stardust. This does have more of a pink hue to it. It's also extremely powdery. It's not crazy pigmented, so it's not gonna give you a super wet look, but it is gonna give you a really nice sheen that looks more natural, which is definitely more up my alley, especially since I have a lot of texture on my skin. I don't want to go too ham with highlighter. And there you guys go. This is my face completely done. I used as many Catrice products as I could, but of course I substituted more affordable options where necessary. So let me give you a couple of final thoughts. Foundation, I actually really enjoyed. I thought it went on nicely. It gave me good coverage. It is creasing a little bit in my smile lines. That's something that I am noticing right now, but I am still feeling nice and matte. The foundation isn't shifting, and all of the powders did blend nicely on top. So I think the foundation is a yay for right now. We'll see how it actually wears throughout the day. I also like the Prime and Fine Mattifying powder. It is translucent, so it didn't provide any additional coverage, which is the only drawback to using this. But I think if you are on the run and you want to powder your face and just mattify everything all over again, this is a great powder to have in your purse. The other thing I didn't mention is the beautiful mirror that it comes with. The packaging is actually quite sleek and nice. It doesn't feel very cheap. So the powder, it gets a thumbs up for me right now. In terms of staying power, I don't know. Obviously, this is my first impression of it, but I do like how it went on. It does feel nice and smooth and silky, so no complaints so far. The concealer, I really like the way it looks underneath my eyes. It does add a really nice brightening effect, and boy did this have some coverage. I do not see any dark circles underneath my eyes at the moment. It did do a really good job of blending as well, so I actually really like the concealer. These eyeshadows, now of course I didn't try the purple one, but I have a feeling the formula is going to be similar. I still have mixed feelings about this. I mean, I like the way the color looks on my eyes at the moment. Am I over the moon excited about the formula? Absolutely not. I thought it was very powdery and gritty. I mean, it does have the nice sheen. You guys can see it on my eyes as well, but the formula itself I just don't like, and there's also a lot of fallout with it, so you do have to be careful when you are using it. These right here, upon first impression, are a pass for me, and it's really disappointing because these are the two items that I was looking forward to using the most. Boo. The blush I thought is really nice. As you guys can see, it is very, very pigmented, so do go a light-handed with this. I actually like that it has a bit of a sheen to it. I don't mind blushes that aren't matte. I do actually like a nice shimmer to them because then I don't have to go over top of them with a highlighter or a blush topper. I think it turned out really nicely, and it also blended out quite nicely. So the blush gets a thumbs up for me. The highlighting powder though, I think it's nice. Is it going to be a go-to of mine? Absolutely not. Is this going to give you that crazy wet highlight look? Absolutely not. This actually reminds me a lot of the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a little more subtle but still give you a nice natural looking glow, I would recommend you check out this product right here. The eye pencil. I think this would look really good on its own. I found it to be very crumbly. You guys saw the tip actually fell off, so it did not go on as precisely as I would have liked it to, but it did glide on. It did not tug at anything. So for the application, I really enjoyed it. I think the formula does need a little bit of work so that it doesn't crumble as quickly. I think that's going to be a big problem with that pencil. The lip products. I love this gloss. I'm not going to call it a lipstick because it doesn't feel like a lipstick. The gloss is great, and while I did not wear this color on my lips, I did love the way it applied on the back of my hand, and I like that it is a cream formula, so it does have a bit of a sheen to it. I think that's one lipstick that I'm going to be using quite a bit in the fall because it has that really nice deep berry undertone to it. So I'm looking forward to playing around with that one a little bit more. I think that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of first impressions. Let me know in the comments if you have had a chance to play with any Catrice products and what your thoughts are of them. I think I got a pretty good cross section here, but I am curious to try out a few more products. So I might be picking up a couple of things here and there over the coming months, and then maybe a little bit down the road I will do a full face of Catrice makeup. Not an almost face, but a full face. And that's gonna do it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. It's the same drill video after video. Hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe if you haven't already so you can join my happy makeup family here on YouTube. If you want to catch up with me a little bit more when I'm not on YouTube, I'm gonna link all of my social media details. I can speak, I promise I can speak in the description box below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having an amazing day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!